guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 108 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today we have two big games. We have Spurs at home in the league, and then we go to Lyon. We get to our Champions League defence, well and truly underway in the knockout phases and the first leg of the first knockout round. Now, since last episode, you can see we've had two games away from home with mixed results, to be fair. We went to Chelsea and we were really, really good. It was an even game, as you can see there. They perhaps just about shaded it, that we did tend to have the better players, though one of those players was our goalkeeper. Leroy and Rodrigo gave us a 2-0 lead coming into half-time. They got one back in the second half, but we did manage to see it out for a really, really good win away from home against a good Chelsea team. Then we played Wolves, and I'm sorry guys, I don't know what happened in this game. It was 0-0 at the break. Brian Carlos got us off to a perfect start in the second half, and then it's just like we clocked off. They stopped playing. I don't know what happened. They equalised relatively quickly. They got a winner as well. Again, it was a disappointingly even game, perhaps. Now, they did just have a new manager come in, which made it a little bit more difficult to sort of play or know how to set up against them. But we can have no real complaints. You can see Thor had a poor game. We had Bergkamp in defence with Chambers. It wasn't necessarily our strongest team, just from fixtures build-up. It was just disappointing. Almeida, again, just didn't get it done. We just didn't get it done. It was really, really disappointing. We just couldn't quite manage to grind out a result there. So what's all that mean for the league table, I hear you ask? Well, this is it right here. We are still joint top, though we've lost our game in hand now, and we do have an inferior goal difference to Manchester City. So that's all a little bit disappointing. We're still 4 points clear of Manchester United and Chelsea. You can see there, it was a really good result away from home to Chelsea, and we threw it all away against Wolves. It was really disappointing. And then Arsenal and Everton are still there or thereabouts, but they're a little ways back from us still. So, let's go and have a look at what we are expecting against Spurs here. We are away from home. Sorry, we are away from home. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're at home. We are the favourites. You can see we have a spotty record against Spurs, but the Jurgen Klopp team these days. He's been in charge for about a month, so we still don't know completely what we're going to get from them, but we know what we're going to get from Klopp. It's a direct attacking mentality. In terms of the formation, this is what we're expecting. We don't really have any other information, though, which is a little bit annoying, but this is a team that we're sending out. And hopefully it'll get the job done here for us. So Gaz Mosley goes in goal. Nepo, Thor, Forster and Kostic are the back four. Leroy and Grealish go in midfield. Rashid, Enrique and Marin, they're sort of the trio in behind Rodrigo. Now, news. We do have some on Rodrigo. Now, I can't remember if he was injured or not last episode, but the good news, you'll notice he's happy to stay again. So that is excellent news. And the other news is Almeida's picked up an injury, so maybe we'll have some time to think about it. It's not as a cold, actually. It's not even injured. So it's not actually available for this one anyway. But that's all the news. Let's go see what we can do against Spurs. So we go. They have a debutant this time of the year. Is it a signing or is it it must be a signing. Oh, he's quite good, isn't he? Vision is right up there. And I'm still tempted to play on the counter-attack here, but at home I don't really want to play like that at home. Stig says do it for the fans. Do we just go where the favourites, leave them no doubt as to why? It always makes me nervous playing a team like this that has good players with a new manager. Especially a manager like Jurgen Klopp, who you know is going to more or less get the best out of the team. So, this one makes me a little bit nervous. But we'll see how we go. Here goes Rashid. Can we do something nice early on here? Rashid for pow! Enrique just couldn't quite find the shot through the crowd of legs there. And now we've got work to do defending the corner. Away, please. Boys! Oh, it's bouncing around. And it's a debut goal for that pupper. 4 minutes. Oh, not good, boys. Not good. Let's demand a little bit more. It was slightly unlucky, wasn't it? It was bouncing around. We didn't do enough though to get. Oh, I tell you what, it's a stunning save on the line. Who was that? Pedro Enrique has pulled off a miracle goal line clearance, and we just couldn't see it through there, could we? All right, come on, boys, come on. Plenty of time to get that back. He goes Rashid. Oh, just couldn't quite find Rodrigo in the middle. Kostic in for Leroy, for Grealish, back for Leroy. Pablo Enrique, what's he going to do? It's a nice little threaded ball for Nepo. It's there. Oh, he's offside. Oh, it was wonderful. It was really, really good build-up play, and Rashid has just gone offside. Is he behind the ball? No, he's gone just ever so. He didn't need to go early either. That's really frustrating. He was put on a plate, wasn't it? It was a stunning bit of work to build it up. Nepo did really well getting forward there. Let's give it a get creative. See what we can do. Here goes Nepo in for Marin. What's he got? Nice ball for Rodrigo. Turns. Can he get a shot away? Oh, we've seen him score those before, haven't we? Unlucky there for Rodrigo. I don't like that we're looking anxious here. We've had a lot of the ball. We haven't really created too much with it, have we? Makes me think that Spurs may be looking to play on the counter-attack themselves. Here goes Gaz. Oh, I thought we were going to get caught out there, but Nepo managed to pick it up. Here goes Thor for Leroy. Around the corner there for Grealish. What's he going to do? Got a little bit of space to run into there. Rashid back for Grealish. He goes early. Look at that. That's a good ball for Kostic. Can he find Rodrigo in the middle? No, it's too close. Oh, they've stuffed it up. Marin. Defensive howler. I thought they were going to get away with it for a second there, but again, eventually it ricocheted out for Marin. 9th goal of the year for him, and we have made them punished, or we have punished them for that defensive howler. Flashes of Danny Glover yesterday if you're watching the Hearts series, but there we go. There was quite a bit of luck, wasn't it? Both goals, I think, have had the element of luck about them, to be fair. But we'll take that. We will definitely take that. And suddenly, we look as though we are the better team here. We've had more of the ball. We've had more shots on target, if not in general. We're looking motivated. And here goes Grealish from the corner. Can he find Thor? It's Leroy, and it's just wide. Leroy is quite the beast in the air as well. If you don't remember, he is jumping of 18, strength of 19. So he's not one to mess around with, whatever I was trying to say there. He's quite strong in the air. All right, here we go with Nepo. What's he going to do for Leroy? Go on, son. For Pedro, Enrique. Back for Forster. Forster looks to go early. Can Rodrigo get onto that? No, it's a bit of a wasted ball forward in the end. And this is becoming a bit of a long old highlight now. And coming up to the break, no, I was wondering if the goalkeeper might just stuff that up again, but no such luck there. Come on, boys. Come on. Get the block in. Crosses come in. Thor's there. Leroy's can't quite get to it. It's bouncing around. Oh, this is a long highlight. Go on, Enrique. Can he weave a little bit of magic here? The new Messi. It's the new Messi. What is that? Rodrigo's done a pirouette. Go on, Rodrigo. Hey! It was almost in slow motion, wasn't it? It's like watching Sunday League football there, where everybody's tripping over the ball. Eventually, the striker's come out the other side with it at his feet, and he's put it away as well. Excellent stuff just before the break as well. Look at this. It's literally Sunday League stuff. He's pirouetted sort of through around TT there, and then he does have the class to put it in the back of the net. There we go. We've overcome the going behind. It's 2-1 just before the break. Oh, come on, boys. Don't screw up here. Keep your concentration. Keep the ball. If we get a goal, it's a wonderful time to score. If we don't, then I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Rashid, Grealish, in for Pedro Enrique, the new Messi. Oh, it's there for Marin. It's bouncing around again and again. Marin put it in the back of the net. This game is it's like pinball. But I tell you what, the ball keeps landing at our feet and we keep putting it in the back of the net, and I'm okay with that. Let's give this a concentrate now. We do not want to let this lead slip. Again, it's more luck than good management, isn't it? Enrique bounced off with defender's legs again, and eventually Marin gets the shot away. Second of the game for him. 3-1. That is, considering we went behind, I'm quite happy with that. Really, really happy with that. Now the question is, do we now look to sit back on the counter-attack, or do we just keep going? We've looked relatively okay defensively, haven't we? So maybe we just do an assertive, don't get complacent. That seems to have worked quite well. We'll tell Mosley just to keep it up. Yeah, I think maybe we do just keep going. I'll bottle it. We'll go back to counter-attack. Just try and draw them on. If they're a direct team, and in any case, if we draw them on, we can look to hit them on the break. And that should all be fine. We'll give it a concentrate. We're all looking motivated, which is good. The next shout, I might even consider doing a praise, actually. Things are going relatively well. We're looking motivated. A praise just might be what they need to kick them on to the next level. There we go. Fired everybody up. Do we want to change anything? Grealish can't quite win that. Leroy's there, though. Picks it up nicely. Forster over for Thor. Back for Forster. Let's just do something with it. We're getting slowly closed down here, boys. Leroy back for Thor. Ooh, tough one for Mosley. Not the best back pass, we'll see. Mosley in for Thor again. It's a long old highlight with not much happening, isn't it? Here we go. Leroy for Marin. On a hat-trick, of course. Antonio Marin. Dinks across out. It's there for Rashid. Oh, Rashid, it's a stunning finish. It's a stunning volley. 4-1. 15th goal of the year for Rashid. He is having a career best season so far. We'll give it another concentrate. I'm just still wary of throwing this away after what's happened against Wolves. Look at that for a finish, though, on the volley. That's stunning. 4-1. What have we done? What have we done? We're destroying Spurs. We're destroying Jurgen Klopp, and I love every second of it. All right, do we want to make any changes here? Marin is coming back from an injury. I'm wondering if we do perhaps look to maybe rest him here. We can put Rodrigo back out to the left, and we can bring the Lab on up front. Marin just loses out there. What's going to happen here? It's still... if they get one back now, it's still enough time for it to be nervy, isn't it? Can we close them down? They're just probing. They've got a bit of a pinball luck there, and that's over the bar. The crowd cheers, ironically, and that is that. So let's do that. We won't risk Marin unnecessarily here. We'll make that change. Anything else? We could look to make the change for Nepo. I'm wondering at this point too if we just sit our fullbacks back to support. We don't need to get caught out with them going forward, do we? I'm tempted to bring Lee Hendry on in midfield as well, but we might just wait. Grealish and Leroy are both looking relatively fresh, so there's maybe no need to do that. We'll throw out another praise. Yeah. Leroy is there for Rodrigo. Oh, couldn't quite find its way through. I'm just wondering if we take Nepo off to save him a little bit for the Lyon game. But to be honest, it's the game's so far gone now. It's not going to make that much of a difference. We'll see what happens from this highlight. A little bit of space. That's a good finish. And is there still time for us to throw all this away? Let's give it a concentrate. It should be fine, but I've said that before. Let's have another look. I wonder if we should put a DM in. Could Mosley he's probably getting screened a little bit, isn't he? Let's maybe just close it down a little bit. We'll just start and waste time. Lower everything down. I mean, they've had a nightmare in defence, haven't they? We've caught them on a bad day, which is always a nice thing to do. We'll just give it one more concentrate if we can. It's game over now. They've got 3 minutes to go. Although if they were to score... Oh, they're not going to score because the new Messi's who scored his first for the club, Pedro Henrique. Of all the ways of him scoring his first goal, I've got to say, a header off a set piece was not one of them. But it was a cracking ball in from Jack Grealish. Look at this. And he couldn't really miss at the back post, could he? Couldn't miss. Excellent stuff. He's underway now as a Villa player, which is wonderful stuff. It's 5-2. And Jurgen Klopp, your boys have taken a hell of a beating. Can we go again here? Grealish turns on the ball, sprays it out there for Rashid. What's he got for us? Rashid running at the defence. It's a good ball for Rodrigo. Oh, the keeper's made a decent save there. But I tell you what, 5-2 against the Jurgen Klopp Spurs. That is very, very nice indeed, isn't it? Can we add a sixth? Grealish just wasting a bit of time. Sign some autographs while you're there, please, Jack. And this is going to be it, isn't it? Knocks it in. It's there. It's headed away. Rashid, is he going to lash his boot at one? No. Back out for Grealish. Cross the end. Oh, Henrique's there. Can we get a sixth? Can we do it? No. It's still there for us. Grealish, it's bouncing around. It's been sort of blocked clear. And referee, when you're ready, mate, they've had enough. And there it is. No, we're still going to go here. Rashid, he goes again. He looks... We can see what he was trying to do. Thread Rodrigo in. Referee, honestly, mate, you're wasting everybody's time now. There it is. What a game that was. 5-2 against a decent Spurs team. But we've really, really put on a show there. That was a couple of scrappy goals to start. And then we fully got into stride, didn't we? There we go. Marin sends Villa top. That was back to his best, wasn't it? Which is excellent to see. Between Marin and Rashid, we've got two of the best wingers certainly in the Premier League, if not world football, I'd say. And if we have a quick glance at what all that means for the league table, as it said, we're back top. It was the early kickoff on the Saturday, so obviously other teams have games in hand, but they've got to go win those games. And speaking of winning games, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Lyon. Okay, welcome back. We're in France, ready for the Lyon tie, and we are favourites for this one. You can see they're in decent form. Unfortunately, there's no real scout or analysis report because I don't have the French league loaded up, so we don't really know too much about what we're going into here. But this is what we are going out there with. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Dali, AR, Chambers, and Fiorini. Now, Fiorini wants a new contract. He's on 90 grand a week right now. He's only just joined us. I'm not convinced he's worth much. He's pretty good. Maybe we'll look to offer him a new contract just to keep him happy as much as anything else. But that's our back four. Tonali and Grealish go in midfield. Rashid, Enrique, and Marin in behind the lab up top. So there we go. We can see they're kind of like the defensive version of us in midfield. So we more or less match up man for man here. Now Fekir is not the quickest anymore, is he? If we have a look, oh no, he is still quick. He's surprisingly quick for a 32-year-old, actually, isn't he? So there we go. All right. Let's not worry about that, though. Chambers and AR, I did kind of have them penciled in for this one because, what's his name, Forster is match fatigued. So it's kind of to the plan, but we do have Forster on the bench in case things go wrong. Stig says pick up where they left off. Let's go with a bit of passion. Come on, lads, show me what you can do here. Some calm, we have faith, and let's go. This is, obviously, it's a big game, isn't it? It's all about, if we can, just away goals. Obviously, ideally we don't want to lose the game, but I'd rather lose 3-2 than get a 0 or draw, basically. Marin with an early chance here to get a cross in. It's hacked away, though. Rashid can't quite get onto that. Chambers should pick that up. And there we go. Now, Chambers is, I can't remember if I've mentioned this before or not. He's starting to complain about lack of first-team football. Marin. Oh, I tell you what, was that a save? Was that a save? I tell you what a save, but what a shot from Antonio Marin. Can we pick out one of the big boys now? Grealish. Back post, it's headed away though. Are we going to get to that first? We are with Fiorini. Can he keep it going? No, he can't. I'm wondering if this might be Chambers' last season with us. He's 31 now. Can we get that away? Oh, it's bouncing around and it's a good save by Gaz and Tonali gets it clear for us. I do wonder if this might be Chambers' last season. If he's going to complain about first team football, he's not first choice anymore. He's been a brilliant player. I think he's been club captain or vice captain pretty much every season he's been with us. And I think we signed him the first year we got promoted, didn't we? So he's been a wonderful servant for us. But I do wonder if maybe his time is coming to an end with us. Unless we can get him to agree to sort of less football. That's just over the bar as well. Because I think is he a first team player? Only 62 grand a week, so I mean he's been good on that sense as well. AR's it's a penalty. It is a penalty. There we go. All right, Rashid to step out. I don't know if Rashid can take penalties. I've never seen him take one. He's been in good goal scoring form though. Come on, mate. This would be a massive away goal. Come on, Rashid. Come on, Rashid. There it is. There's the away goal. 1-0 to Villa. We'll take that and run. 16th goal of the year now for Rashid. He is our top goal scorer. And he is just running away with that, to be honest. He is looking really, really good this year. And to think, when we first signed him, I was like, do we keep Markovic for another season? No, we do not. Look at Rashid. He's developed exactly into the sort of player I thought he would, or I hoped he would anyway. And we've come straight back. I did give them a concentrate shout, so I will be beyond annoyed if we go and concede a goal straight away here. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's nick this. Fekir, we have nicked it. Fiorini with a horrible pass from Fiorini. That's not how you earn yourself a new contract, mate. I'm just going to give you a tip there. That was a perfect opportunity for a counter-attack too, wasn't it? Go on, win it again, Fiorini. Win it again. That's going wide. That's not a problem there. Gaz just stood there and laughed as that went past his post. All right, so far so good here. Here we go. Dali. Free kick across there for Grealish. Look at the space. Look at the space. Fiorini, can he dink one out? Oh, he's got himself. At least he's drawn a save. So that's something. But he was in so much space, had so much time. I wonder if he could have picked somebody out in the middle. Grealish knocks it in, headed away. Can we get to that? Rashid. Oh, what a player Rashid is for us this year. Tonali. I tell you what, Rashid, early favourite for Player of the Year, I'd say. It's not that early anymore. Where are we? In February, I think. But he's done really, really well. All right. Corner comes in. Can we get that away? Tonali's there again. Can we clear it? We do. And can we launch a counter-attack? Here goes Marin. We know he's quick. We know he can dribble. He's gone straight past one. He's played it off the head of another. And that's not the highlight, is it? Surely that's not the highlight. Bernardoni, now he's from the Everton save. We had him in that, didn't we, as a backup? Here goes Fiorini. Back for AR. This is becoming a long highlight. Just don't do anything stupid here, boys. We've given it away. Can we keep that? We do. The new Messi. Enrique lays one out there for Marin. Can he find Lab in the middle? No. I thought the Croatian Kings might link up there. There's back post. It's headed away again. Enrique. Come on, son. Oh, it's a corner. Oh, it's a penalty. Was it a handball? That was a foul. And Rashid steps up again. Come on, Rashid. He did okay with the first one, didn't he? Can he do it again? Oh, can he ever? Rashid, the master. He scores with his head. He scores from the wings. And he can score from the penalty spot as well. Let's demand a little bit more of that. But it's 2-0. We're not even at half-time yet. Granted, 2 penalties. So, it's not like we've been playing them off the park. But we've looked okay. We have looked okay here. Let's get into the break at 2-0, please, boys, and then we can reassess. What do we say at halftime? Well, let's get the halftime first. Work to do here. It's headed away. Can we get to that? We can't. Get in front of the shot. It's going to come in, boys. Come on. We've looked okay. We've made them go back. Can we nick it now? The Lab goes to closing down. They've got a little bit of space here. The crosses come in. Tonali's there. Heads it away, but the highlight continues. Grealish with good pressure. Can we get a block in on the... I thought he was going to shoot. They're just... patient. I don't like it. I don't like it when other teams are patient. It makes me nervous. Oh, how long is this highlight? Is it going to take us to half-time? I'd say we're doing okay. That's about the second or third time we've made them go back, but the nature of a highlight is that something's going to happen. Here comes the shot. Oh, it's tricked Gaz. It's got some nice whippage on it, and I've got cat hairs up my nose again. Yeah, to be honest there, Gaz, I think you've been done. Let's show some passion. Now, are we being harsh? Is it just unsavable? Maybe it's unsavable. It wasn't that high though, was it? I do wonder if he could have reached it. If it was sort of up top corner, you'd say, yeah, you're no chance. I do just wonder if there was a chance of getting to that. And that's just taken the shine off what was otherwise a pretty good half of football from us. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been at our best. I mean, you can't really say... I think you've played well, but there's room for improvement. I think that's the only thing we can say. I wouldn't say we've played badly, because I don't think we have, but we certainly haven't been at our best. We do have, as I said, the 2 away goals, though, so that's a nice thing. We would have taken that before kickoff. Tonali's on a booking. We'll just tell him to watch his step. We do have Lee Hendry on the bench. He's not really a defensive midfielder, though. If we were going to make a change there, I think what we'd do is bring Forster on at centre-back and then just push AR forward. He's sort of a more natural player in that role. But we'll leave it as it is for now and just see how we go here. Kick-off highlight. Hopefully nothing's going to come of that. Or could be upon that. Doesn't matter. He's just dribbled it straight out of play. That's how they showboat in France, apparently. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Let's get creative here. Lab isn't having a great day. We do have Scully on the bench. Now, we have Scully over Carlos because I needed someone to cover the left wing as well. So that's why he's on the bench. We've just got a few injuries right now, and then it's fatigued players. We have played a lot of games lately, so it's just juggling the squad a little bit. Ball to the back post. It's going to come out there. Tonali can't quite get to it. And Nobele, is that the guy that Spurs have just signed in real life, I think. Fekir, that's a good-looking pass. It's bouncing around, and we've equalised. We've gone to sleep at 2-0, and they've come straight back into this now. We're going to give it a demand more. Yeah. I wonder if our line's just a little bit too high. Let's just drop it back a little bit. Yeah, it's a good finish. I just wonder if perhaps we're just a little bit too high up. All right, we've come straight back. This could be anything. This could literally be anything. We saw against Sporting Lisbon that we love conceding a goal after we've scored. So hopefully we won't go. Hopefully we can score after we concede. That's blocked, and it's going to come back the other way. We're not going to do this again, are we, boys? We thought we got past this. Come on, we were so good against Spurs. I don't understand. We've just clocked off quite a bit here. I mean, how long are we going to let this guy run with the ball for? I don't like that. And we've conceded twice in 30 seconds. Boys, come on. Let's make some changes. Lab's having an absolute nightmare up there. Enrique's not having a great day either. Fiorini. This is the problem, isn't it? When a player wants a new contract, they tend to play like absolute rubbish. And do we take Chambers for... Let's do triple sub. First goal of the year, of course it is. Of course it is. All right, come on, boys. Let's bounce back from that. Come on, let's get creative. We've still got the 2 away goals, which is a good thing. Yeah, it's the defence that's let us down a little bit here, isn't it? Do we look to exploit the flanks here, I wonder? Let's try that. All right, come on. Grealish, back post. It's there. AR is maybe a little bit selfish there. I mean, we scored our 2 goals from penalties, so it's not as though we've we got 2-0 up playing well. We weren't particularly playing that well in any case. Maybe at halftime I should have said this isn't good enough, guys. Can we find ourselves a 3rd away goal here? Let's show some passion. Come on, boys. Is there anything left in this game for us? 3-2 is not unsalvageable. I don't want to go very attacking and then find ourselves 2 goals down. As it is, if we win at home, we will go through more than likely. But it's just a little bit of a come down, isn't it? It was a really, really good performance against Spurs. Maybe did we go a little bit too strong against Spurs and then dig ourselves a bit of a hole here? That's okay. Tonali's done well there, and that's going to be the game. I do wonder if that's the problem. You know, we've gone with sort of second choice fullbacks. I'm going to have to offer Fiorini a contract, or we're going to be down a player. We're going to be throwing away 90 grand a week rather than just offering him a little bit extra. Not happy with that, boys. So there we go, a disappointing collapse. I would agree with that. As I said, maybe we paid the price with going a little bit too strong against Spurs, playing backup defence in that game. In hindsight, maybe it wasn't the smartest thing, but we got the result against Spurs, which was the important thing. City won away to Arsenal as well, which is a little bit annoying. So we go back even on goals difference, even on points. It's just down to goals scored, that one now. I think the way the league is, let me know what you think in the comments. I think we had to go stronger against Spurs. We're still in this tie. So it's not the worst thing. We'll bounce back. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments of team selection. Did I mess up, or did we kind of do what we needed to? Anyway, guys, we'll be back next time. It's huge next episode. Can we turn around that tie and then we go to Manchester City? That could be a title decider. It's still early in the season. It will be the start of March at that point. But that could be a title decider on the road. Anyway, guys, that's all for next time. Until then, open Aussie Villa, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.